We're at Hoover Commons on Highway 31, and back in the day this was Hoover Mall. It's obviously gone through a lot of renovations and a major facelift, a lot of organizational changes, so some of these places are even hard to remember where was what, but I'll do my best. Over here where Party City is used to be a Winn-Dixie, and before they built the Bruno's down the road on 31, the Western and this Winn-Dixie were the only two grocery stores in Hoover. In fact, I don't want to digress too much, but right up here on 31, you know, if memory serves me, where Patton Chapel crosses 31, I don't remember much being past that until they built the Galleria, and then that really started to develop. And don't know, can't really see it, but where the Krispy Kreme, of course, when I was in about 7th or 8th grade, so 78, 79, maybe 80, they built the putt-putt in the arcade, and that was a popular place to go. There you can barely see the Krispy Kreme sign down there, but that was a lot of fun. That was back when you could drop your kids off somewhere and just leave them unattended for a few hours. But so back to the mall, Winn-Dixie, and then where this Walgreens was at Eckerd Drugs. And when I moved here in '76, I'm pretty sure that when you walked in that door there, to the left was a kind of like a short order cook area where you could sit at the counter and order a sandwich or a burger and eat there. And it seems to me like the Hibbett Sports, now there was a Hibbett Sports here in the early 80s, but I don't think it was right there. There was an entrance to the mall where you could walk in there and go into the mall. And inside the mall, you had a lot of stores. Probably the two that I frequented the most was Gateway Books. If memory serves me, prior to the Galleria being built, that was the only bookstore in Hoover. And then also Odyssey Records and Tapes was a little record store in there. And of course, back in the 70s and 80s, I spent a lot of time in there. You know, that was a great time to be a teenager. We would get really excited when any band would come to town, and a lot of them, you know, kind of had the formula where they would put out an album and go, and then they would tour, and we'd go see them every year. I think I saw Billy Squier and Journey and Loverboy and Foreigner and some of these bands every year they came. But Odyssey Records was great. Gateway Books was great. There was an Aylands, which was like a women's store, I believe, and then Bratton Shoes was in there. Down the way a little bit was Battle Cafe or Battle Buffet, I think it was. And then the other anchor store on this mall down at the very end was Zayre, which was a department store that was pretty similar to Kmart. It was a big store. And I'm trying to think of what else might have been in here, but I think it was a Bromberg's. Famous Ted's was here. I don't remember too many other stores in there. It was kind of a small mall. In the back, behind this mall, in the late 70s, they built a 2-theater movie, Hoover Twin, I believe it was called. And it didn't last long before it became a municipal center for the police department. But I do remember going there in 5th or 6th grade, which would have been about, I don't know, late 70s. And I don't remember, I'd love some help with this one, like where Chick-fil-A is, straight away. I don't know if they built that just specifically for Chick-fil-A or if there was something there before. I want to say there was something there before, but I cannot remember what it is. This has always been a bank. So that was a bank when I moved here in '76. But anyway, just wanted to kind of throw some memories out there. If anybody's got any to add, it's always appreciated. You know, my memory's not perfect, so I would love any additions. Oh, one last thing. At the end of this parking lot down here, where Habaneros is, was a Shoney's, which was pretty popular. And then it sat vacant for a number of years before Habaneros moved in there, and they do pretty good business. So it's good to see that place revitalized. Hope you like the video. If you like any of these videos, please, you know, just hit like or share them with your friends. And the ultimate compliment is a subscribe. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day.